Welcome back to KidsAlive Church. I'm Teacher Joanna and this is Eddie the Elephant, and today we are continuing our series on the Old Testament. Last week we talked about the 10 commandments, about putting God first in all that we do, right? And this week we are moving on to the 12 spies. Now, Moses and all the Israelites were traveling through the desert, and then they came to Canaan. And Canaan was the land that God had promised them. And God said, if you go in, you will conquer it. But this is what happened. So, Moses said, 12 people from the 12 tribes, you are now called to go into the land. So he called these big, strong gentlemen from all the 12 tribes. This can be found in Numbers chapter 14. And then he sent them in. And they went in. They were spies in the land. Looking and looking and looking and looking. Then they saw giants in the land. Huge people in the land. Not only were the people huge, there were huge grapes as well. And fruits. And it was just marvelous. And they were so amazed and astonished at everything. And they ran back to Moses to give the report. They even brought back some grapes carrying on the pole. And they came back. Now, out of the 12 spies, 10 of them said, Moses, you are wrong. You should not go in. 2 spies, Joshua and Caleb, they said, we should go in. So 10 spies, the reason they said we should not go in was because the land is full of giants. The people are huge. We will die. We are like ants next to them. But Joshua and Caleb said, you know what, guys? God promised us this land. We must go in. We must go and take what belongs to us. God is on our side. They don't have God on their side. God is a God of miracles. They don't have the God of miracles on their side. So, this is what happened. Now, what made Joshua and Caleb so special? What made them stand out? Because later on you will read that Moses actually gave his responsibility over to Joshua to take over the whole of Israel. Isn't that amazing? Simply because Joshua and Caleb stood up. They were brave enough. They were special. And what made them so special? So number 1, they dared to be different. Imagine this, 12 guys, 12 head guys of all the country. And these 2 young guys, Joshua and Caleb, said, we are different. We are not the same. They dared to be different. When everybody else saw giants, they saw the fruits. When everyone else saw the strength of the giants, they saw the strength of God. Now we can learn to be like Joshua and Caleb. We can be different. When everybody else is seeing the numbers, the COVID cases are rising, schools are closed, we are stuck at home, we can say, you know what? There's a light at the end of the tunnel. God is still in control. We are healthy. We are safe. Look at the positive side of things. Yeah? So dare to be different. Number 2, they were brave to speak up. They were brave to speak up. They didn't just, be so intimidated and shy and think, oh no, we are only 2 of us lah. The 10 guys said that we shouldn't, so we should just keep quiet lah. Don't say anything. No, they didn't do that. They spoke up. Dare to speak up. So we as Christians, when your friends are going through a rough time, don't think, Ayo, I don't know any better lah. Ayo, my friend's father got COVID lah. How Ayo, ayo. You know what? You can speak up and say, hey, can I pray for you? Hey, Do you know we have Kids Alive every Sunday? Join us. It's good. You can learn so much about God and be a better person. Hey, I want to be that better person. Speak up. Alright, they dared to speak up. They didn't succumb to peer pressure. Alright? And they didn't just go with the flow. Oh, everybody's talking negative things, so we also just join in lah. Yeah. The giants were really big. Yeah, that's true. He's got a point. They spoke up. Alright? So I hope you understand that part. And the next one, they knew that God was on their side. And Joshua said this. He said, if we please God, God is on our side. Do not rebel against God. He said this. If you read Numbers 14, you will see that. He knew that God was on their side. And Joshua said, we can swallow them up because God's strength is greater than their strength. He knew that. And I want you to know that God is on your side. So no matter what the situation is, you are stressed with your school or you are stressed with so many things going on and you feel so locked down, know that God is on your side. Know that you can be different, that you have the ability to speak up, and that you have God on your side. And now Gabrielle will tell us the memory verse for today.
Thank you, Teacher Joanna. Today's memory verse is taken by Numbers 14 verse 8. The memory verse is, if the Lord is pleased with us, He will lead us into that land, a land flowing with milk and honey, and will give it to us. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Gabrielle. That was excellent. So the memory verse is Numbers chapter 14 verse 8. If the Lord is pleased with us, He will lead us into that land, a land flowing with milk and honey, and will give it to us. So God wants to give us the best. He wants to bless us. All we need to do is be more like Joshua and Caleb. So guys, I hope you guys are blessed today with today's lesson, and I will see you in discussion. Eddie and I are gonna say bye-bye.